There isn't a set of rules you have to follow to reinter an anointed king because, of course, this is the first of such an experience that anybody's had for hundreds of years. However, there are a number of bits of guidance that we have to follow when reinterring any human remains.
We are trying to draw from good historical practice, so we've dug out examples of other services and so on where a monarch has been moved from one grave to another. We're listening carefully to the archaeologists and the conservationists so that his remains are treated with the greatest deal of care. And of course we're also drawing from the spiritual and Christian tradition about how you bury a human being.
But having said that, as a cathedral, in terms of changing the fabric of the cathedral and building the tomb, yes, the rule is that we've got to get permission from the Cathedral's Fabric Commission for England, and so that's what we've done.
And the starting point of the tomb was the idea of light breaking through the entrance to the tomb of Jesus. The cut is cross-shaped. The key considerations in designing the tomb were that we wanted a 21st century tomb for a 15th century monarch, so that we wanted something which was clearly not a medieval pastiche, but which had a meaning for people who would see it now and for years to come, that it would say something about the fact that Richard's remains were rediscovered in Leicester at a particular point in history.
You'll see that the design has his name, his dates, his motto, his badge, and the beautiful coat of arms from his time made in pietra dura in the finest materials and the craftsmanship. It has all of that combined with a profound theological story. It embodies, the sense of light emanating from the Easter morning tomb when suddenly hope is reborn for people. And here we have the story of Richard 500 years after his death, bringing new hope to the community, but also his hope, his own hope of faith in the resurrection.
So we wanted something that spoke of Richard, but not just of Richard. We want something that speaks of Christian faith, because this is a Christian cathedral. It was his faith, but it's our faith today in quite a different world. And so we needed to come up with a design that did both those things and did them successfully.
The cost for reinterring King Richard III here in Leicester Cathedral is about £2.5 million. That's our wish list, our project budget.
And that's for everything that we would really love to do to make the best possible setting for the tomb.
We've already been given a grant by the Diocese of Leicester for £500,000, and confident support already has come in, which has committed another £100,000. So we need to raise the rest of the money through a public appeal and through working with donors.
So the fundraising website goes live today, and there'll be lots of opportunities for people to get involved in this process. Well, do you know, I think rather than looking forward to the process of reinterment, I have to say that even in this process of preparation, we've just had such a lot of fun. It's been so fascinating. I've learned so much, and I've enjoyed so much working in partnership with so many other people. I suppose the next moment for me will be the moment the builders move out and we see the real tomb as opposed to the model and the beautiful representations that we can see today. And I guess there might be just a little quiet moment when the cathedral's a little bit empty, when one might be able to come and see the tomb as it's meant to be seen, as a place of reflection and thought, when those ideas that created the tomb design come to fruition and it does its job, which is to engage people in thought, reflection and prayer and worship.